Welcome back to Off Guard. I'm your host, Austin Rivers, along with my co-host, Pausha. We are back. Brand new week. Evan Mobley is a different player. All right. He is fully tapped into like the guy that I called it to. We called it. I said it 2 years ago. I was like, yo, this dude is so nasty. Like he is such a skilled, tall, lanky center. Bro, I don't know if you want to call him a power forward, center, whatever you want to call him.
Someone compared him the other day. He's like Kevin Garnett, probably better on defense, a little worse on offense. What would you say?
Better on defense. It's nuts. At one point, Kevin Garnett was. He was.
Is this an unfair comparison?
It's just, come on. He's an MVP.
Are we a little too excited? He's having a great year.
He is. Kevin Garnett was the MVP of the NBA.
No, I know. Listen,
they call him the big ticket.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought I could take this one out.
Great on defense. Do you remember prime Kevin? Like
no,
crawling on the floor like this, just ferocious.
Yeah.
It's just like,
there's something about Evan Mobley. You're just always going to love the potential of what you could be. But this year, like you said, he's tapping into that finally.
He reminds me of a taller version of like Antoine Jameson. He's very like quirky. He can't shoot like Antoine. But like the way like Antoine was able to like finish around the basket and had like these offsetting moves. And, you know, I don't know. Some of these players, we're also getting to the point. This is what we do, right? Every good player that comes along, we compare them to a past player. But a lot of these new players in the NBA are like hybrids. They're guys that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone like Evan Mobley. There's been tall, lanky players before. They weren't doing crossovers. I saw him do a crossover behind the back Euro step on Jaren Jackson the other day. I don't know who to compare that to.
Right.
So that's why we've always gone to Kevin.
Yeah.
Like, he's KD. Well, he's not KD. KD's a guard. So the bigs aren't that. I don't know where you classify him as, though. You know what I mean? Like Sean Bradley was tall, but he was blocking shots, rebound a lot. You know, had a couple post moves. He wasn't Chet. Chet coming down doing hang dribble threes.
Yeah. Chet's like KD meets
hybrid.
KG
hybrid.
Defense. Yeah.
That's what I don't have an answer. Evan Mobley's never existed before.
So you just reminded me. Okay, so we're talking about young big men, right? Let's say under the age of 23. Some of the best in the NBA. Obviously, Wemby. I don't know what he is. I guess he's a big man, but on offense, he's like a guard.
Point guard.
You got Şengün, all-star this year.
Yeah.
One of the best young big men. And I think about Evan Mobley and Chet. Who would you take for the rest of their career? Chet or Evan Mobley? I think that's a good one.
Chet or Evan Mobley?
Yeah.
I'd go, how old is Evan?
He's got to be 22, 23. We can look that up, but I think he's in the ballpark.
Assuming they're in similar age.
Because don't forget, Chet missed the first year of his career.
Yeah. I'm going to go. It's a tough question. It's tough because I don't know Chet's durability. He missed his whole rookie year. Comes back last year, has a great year. Comes back this year, hoping to, have 2 years in a row. He's building on what looks to be a new all-star in the NBA. He gets hurt again. He's missed most of this year too.
Yeah.
So like durability has not been a strong suit for him. On the other hand, you have Evan who's going to play. Been very inconsistent over the past couple of years. Hasn't played to the level that I've wanted him to play. He is now he's an all-star now. And you could see it's even boosted his confidence to where they're talking to him at All-Star, and he's like, I think I'm going to be, in the running for MVPs. He said me and Wemby are going to be going at it for these MVPs in the future. And everybody's like, oh, shit, this dude really is like, he's on.
He's threw himself in the Wemby convo?
Yeah, like he's really put himself in that, like he's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm an All-Star.
I didn't see that. He is, wow, that's like pretty, he threw himself in the Wemby convo. I think he's very confident.
They asked him going forward in the future, like, who do you see like running the NBA? And he's like, man, I think me and Wemby are going to be competing for MVPs. And everybody's like, everybody in the locker room is like,
that's like when you see a good-looking guy, you're like, what up, twin? Like, you just throw yourself right in there. If I ever meet Brad Pitt, I'm going to be like, hey, what's up, twin? What's going on?
Yeah, I think, we talk about best-looking guys. I think any of them, Brad, Austin Butler, myself. I think that's like people. You're like, what?
Next time we're in a group of people and you start talking, we're like, that's the issue with me and Austin and other highly successful people at our age, is we have to go through this.
You put yourself in that
combo.
You always notice people too. They'll be like. So I saw that comment by him, and I was like, oh, okay. I like where he's, where his head's at, what he's thinking. I mean,
Tyler Hero did that. Remember? It was like the Trey, Luka.
Yeah, I want to get in All-Star games like Trey and Luka. And everybody laughed at him, and then years later, here he is.
He had 40 yesterday.
Yeah, he's listen, walking like you talk it, and he's doing exactly that.
Yeah. That guy's oozing confidence.
Huh?
He's oozing confidence, Tyler Hero.
For sure, especially right now. You're coming off an All-Star game, like, bro. When you get that badge, it tells you that you are as good as you think you are.
Yeah,
it's an ultimate, like, you are, and guess what? We think so too, and fans. It's the ultimate badge of like, I've always thought I was good. I'm having an all-star year because just think everybody before the all-star game, all the guys who are those bubble, they're like, me, I'm an all-star. Vote me, man. I'm an all-star. I should be an all-star. It's all about like, you're just like advocating for it. You know what I mean? When you get the stamp of being an all-star, again, I never was, but I can imagine it's a badge of honor. It's like when I made the McDonald's All-American game. It's like, I knew I was going to be at Mickey D's, but when you get it, you're like, yeah, I'm one of the best players in the country. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a stamp of approval from everyone else, not just yourself. So to hear Evan Mobley say, yeah, me and Wemby are going to be competing for MVPs, however realistic that is, the fact that that's where his head's at tells me this isn't just a year for Evan Mobley. This is something he's tapped into. He's a first-time All-Star. He's gotten a taste of this success, and he ain't going back. So when you ask me who would I choose, him or Chet, if we're going as of right now, I'd go Evan. Evan plays. Chet doesn't. Evan is playing a phenomenal career year, and he's durable, and he's playing on the floor. Chet is an extremely talented. I think he's more talented than Evan. I just think he is. I think he has even more of guard skills. I really do. If Chet played every game, I'd go Chet. And I love Evan Mobley. Chet's durability is the only reason I would take Evan Mobley over Chet. Other than that, they're both really good players. I think Chet even has more guard-like skills. I think he even has more feel. Evan's fantastic. I think Chet even has even more.
Well,
I
just think Chet unlocks your offense in a way that very few players can, right? Like the way, we saw Giannis and they would clog the paint on him, but then when you got a Brook Lopez, someone that can stretch the floor, they turn into a championship contender. And I see a team like, we watch so much of the Magic, and I think they're one of the worst shooting teams. They are the worst shooting team in the last decade. And I'm like, well, yeah, if they had, let's just, in a fantasy world, had Chet Holmgren spreading the floor at the 5 for those other 2 really good wings to do their thing. Like, it just unlocks an offense. And he's such a special player, but it's just so tough to ask you who's better out of Evan Mobley and Chet when Evan Mobley is having the career year and Chet is coming off an injury.
Yeah, it's not like Chet's playing.
It's rough time.
Yeah, I can't like compare. It's not like Chet's playing 35 minutes a game, had played the whole season, had an all-star. I mean, Evan Mobley, you're asking me to compare someone who's on a high right now, and we don't know if he's going to keep going because in the past he hasn't been this. He's been good. I've never seen Evan Mobley play to the level he's played. We've always thought he could, and now he is, which is great. Going forward, is this what we're getting? He thinks so, and I love that. So that gives me confidence in that. He also plays and he's durable. So I said Mobley. If Chet's playing 80% of the season, bro, Chet he's nasty, man. I mean, he's a stud. I've seen him go one-on-one in a game, not literally, but just like I've seen him compete against like Nikola Jokic and have like better nights some nights. Like this guy's a big time player. I would have Chet over Mobley if he was healthy. As it currently sits, even though Chet's is he back?
Yeah,
he's back playing now. I don't know the durability level of him because I've seen him get injured and miss too many games so far. If you ask me this in a year from now, if he's playing, then I would go Chet. It's either or. I don't know. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, The Off Guard Podcast. Appreciate everyone who supports us. This has been so much fun just continuing to put this together. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. We'll be there. Y'all have a good week. We'll be back later. Be safe. Be easy. We're out.